Well, just to really my mind, I'm kind of going idea or thinking about an idea, going on about an idea, I guess. I don't know how grammatically that makes sense to anybody. It's a weird sentence if you think about it. Like every theme show, instead of just the standard, repetitive theme that's played over for a show, you can actually add a component where I guess after the first 10 or 20 seconds, you can have a unique, yeah, sure, re-singing of part of a song. And for the first time, I found a song that actually has the word Ho Chi Minh in the lyrics. It's a song by Billy Joel, who has 111 million views on that song. So he's rich, but he's actually almost a billionaire now. Called "We Didn't Start the Fire," and the lyric actually says "Birth control, Ho Chi Minh, Richard Nixon." So I'm gonna try to sing that. There was like a countdown of 1,000 songs, so I could use that for 1,000 shows. Right? Technically, a season's only like 26 shows, right? Only. That's really busy. That's actually too busy. So we're gonna cut back so that we can all rest and relax and have more immunization, natural, God given, major immunization, and not experimental crap from a pig. And I say that that's where a lot of animals are actually where at least half, if not half of all those vaccines they sell you come from. So, you know, I think the pork I eat, the turkey I eat, has more serum of whatever antibodies and viruses it fought than any of those fancy vaccines. So, which when I actually learned the reality of how that was made, I was not both disappointed, disgusted, worried because there's a nurse who actually passed out 6 times. She said, and taking a new COVID vaccine because it's been untested. Um, but yeah, I didn't agree with that. We should do it like Star Trek. We got to do a vaccine sprayed on the outside so that the barrier of the person's skin has time to absorb it and only the best stuff comes into your blood. The fact that we try to bypass it and stab you and then introduce more bacteria into the wound because that gets infected too is a stupid, probably illegal way, which many doctors we all don't agree with. Nobody likes it and agrees that it's right. No futuristic story uses it, so why are we using it now? See how wrong that is? It's like barbaric, as Leonard McCoy would say. The other thing is, David, thank you for replying. You're my first reply this year on 2021 on my YouTube channel. And my major one is Mr. John Proverbs. Um, and the Mr. is abbreviated. It's all one long word. And Proverbs has a S, which I think is how it's spelled in the Bible. And it's based off of that book of wisdom in the Bible, which is the longest one, which has, I think, 32 chapters. Like 31 might be the last one. But more can be written, you know. Like any book of wisdom is great. It's one of my favorite ones. The one I wish I had found first was in school. They teach you the weirdest, like some stories that you listen to it, it sounds bad. Some were actually useful, like Three Little Pigs. Um, and we wasted so much time. Like, if you look at people who have the most success and fun in life and income in life, their first 10 years of life, they got in every, like Trump got $1 million. Well, we didn't all need that. We all get to that, especially with handwritten money. It only takes less than 10 seconds to write that out for anybody, and only one sheet of paper. But yeah, so go back into the theme song thing. I guess on some days you could just go straight to the unique song. You could do a parody, change the lyrics, and then do whatever you want. Maybe change up the song, mash it, combine it with other songs, or mash it together is what I mean. So that'd be interesting to actually hear the host or the actors or the hosters. You know, I'm trying to pluralize hosts. um, 'cause I'm thinking hostess and host, but like all those people singing and at the beginning of the, you know, with unique songs each time, so it's more interesting. Kind of like how The Simpsons always has like a different intro at the beginning of the show. I always thought that's a cool concept. That makes things more fun. You immediately have kind of the gratification and the interest in the show, and you don't waste giving people the exact same theme song, which you enjoy it because it's a short, minute. Like there's some theme songs I don't mind hearing once in a while, but I think it's just a concept to make the show unique. Because everybody just throws the same theme up for like Seinfeld. Like technically there are little differences between the seasons probably, but like it's pretty much the same theme for how many, like 500 episodes of the show or something. It doesn't even have words. Like you would think somebody who's making $500,000 a show could hire somebody to sing. We had like 10 actors that were regular actors in the show. Nobody sang it. Like I'd like to hear Seinfeld sing the song. Like what is the words of that? I guess they're to save time. They're just making it simple, easy, uh, and low budget. I guess so you get time to go with your family. But I guess the truth is when you're doing those shows, they spend so much time at work that they didn't have time to spend with their family, and they seem to regret that. But like people who spend the most time with their family, like I do nowadays, I kind of regret the other way, not spending so much time at work. It's like that grass is greener on the other side of the fence. So, David, please teach me how to say your name. If you got to make a YouTube video that says that, please do. And I hope you watch this. And Happy New Year and Happy Holidays forever. I'm one of those guys, yes, they label us as religious, Christian, but really I just believe in eternity. That's all what it comes down to. I do believe Christ, and that Jesus Christ on YouTube is an awesome guy. I want to nominate him for president of everything. He's on the board of directors of everything in America now. Like his demeanor and his wisdom and his thoughts seem to be in the right direction. And I hope we can make a lot of progress. Like even this year, if I can, God, I get to like the minimum income that I used to have. But the truth is, I've always struggled doing that because I always have to help family, and I just don't have the brain power or the time to worry about the chaotic way money is. And then I've lived off of my savings, but then my parents have always helped me. I thank them for that, but I really wish I hadn't been trained to be in that situation. Like a lot of people train you, wait until you get to college and after college and all this stuff, and don't do that. Like our life's already short. Some people ain't gonna make it to 120 years already. Some people are already at 100. They got less than that. So it's better, like from 1 year old, you learn how to make money and what money really is. Handwritten money is how every original dollar was created. You look it up in every documentary, you know, and people actually make coins. And handwritten doesn't mean they write it with their hand. It's like actually pen written, but written with their hand and a pen. Just nobody can say the phrase long enough, right? Handwritten and paper written. Like that actually is very clear. I like that. And we might use that. Um, so that's cool. So those two concepts. I know I jumped from this concept to next, but these have been on my mind for years. So, and it's like a very central concept for me, very important. And I think it could really majorly change everybody's life if you could handwrite your cash and credit and not chase government printed money from District of Columbia's mint, which they don't even work every day. Like they tell you the truth. They not only take holidays and weekends off all night, 2 shifts a day, but they, and even if they did crazily work every day, it'd be nuts, right? Like there's 200 countries they've already printed money. It's too many, and then we have photographic copies of money that people made. Then all those monies that are on a computer printer are actually digitally represented too. So we should be using those digital copies to pay people, and we need to practice that. The manual way of doing it's good, by email, by messenger, by just USBing it. So those dollars are important, or whatever you want to call your currencies. Pesos, rupees here in this communist version of the country now. It's dom, but it used to be Vietnam dollars too. So that's something you don't find in history books yet. Hope it's represented before, and I hope it comes back. And then actually, there's companies that will mint custom dollars for you that should be legal tender. And Jesus Christ of YouTube, please, please make it legal, and please agree with that. God, I'm praying for my life for that in my heart, but I'm praying it in like my entire soul and body because we really need it. And Dave, I hope we meet. Um, there's if I had to pick one great country area for food in Conroe, yeah, 105 East or 105 West, like cafe. It's called 105, but part of the highway has like a designation East, but it's where I live. Well, that's a great place, and I want to be a part owner. I'll buy in the business now. What is it? $1 million? Whatever, 10 million. I'm paying it. But like, I've had my first ever Reuben sandwich there, so it's really nice. It's next to the Monroe High School, so or Conroe High School. Sorry, Monroe High School is where I'm from. um, so you should. I hope we can have a nice meal there with your entire family too. You know, sometimes it's kind of weird watching these videos where you see only one guy eating. You don't see the rest of the family sometimes, and I think we can include the rest of the family. You know, that'd be interesting to see. The rest of my family too. You get to meet my side. I get to see my house, custom made concrete house. It's a whole different project. So that's a whole different thing. So I hope David's on to that because his wealth can be used to create custom concrete homes with more rebar and metal framing, definitely, that can last over 100 years. So we can get up to that standard, and it'll be fire resistant and more flood resistant, and hopefully we can make it flood proof. I think the numbers are weird, but you gotta get up to some crazy high number, like 20,000 psi, 100,000 psi. There's different calculations, like compressive strength versus just kind of a straight psi, which I prefer to use. This is like compound interest. So, so yeah, you should check that out. So, David, if you saved up some money, I got land for you right in my neighborhood. Some investment property. You can check it out. You'll love it. There's lots on sale throughout the year, throughout the county. Montgomery County is the second biggest county of all of Texas. It has the second largest lake in all of Texas, Lake Conroe, and it has the Sam Houston National Forest, or at least most of what's left of it. So you get the most greenery. You have lower property taxes, and our fuel cost is less than Dallas, I think. So, and you have access to the international airport. Plus, we have our own county airport, which if we modify our current jets with some vertical landing, we can actually land in that airport. So, of course, I would have two pilots with me if I do this. Move anywhere. A little bit of practice, but we can do it. And I would, David, I promise, I want to promise everybody, we're going to help everybody get their family name on the outside of a damn airplane. And so that we don't have all these issues. We have private security where the security card returns every item back. None of this confiscation, stealing, then weird paperwork to then get compensation. That's the way it's done right now. I got to put a claim for TSA for things that they've taken, and then if they lie or can't find it or say they didn't take it, then I don't know. You can only imagine the crap we got to go through. So I know it's minor. I mean, like most of the stuff, most of the boxes weren't tampered with, as far as I know, when I compared the inventory. But I don't know. Like the stuff that was taken out, I'm always still kind of upset about that because I have worked in security, but I never took somebody's stuff and then pretended. Like, I don't know how people live with themselves. Pretend it's the law, and then it's like again, it's like cough syrup that's sealed and still in the box and still new and unexpired and all in English. I don't know. It's like such a headache. My God. So that's why sometimes I wish I could just run the private transportation, all of it. I miss all private transportation, and then not have to worry them. Because on the bus, it's a pain too. Some buses, even if you own the whole bus, there's not room for your stuff on there. There's too many other people, or the cabinets are, especially the sleeper buses in this country, are horrible. So not only are they laced with every type of crap on the inside the bus, more than COVID, there's probably E. coli, feces, carbon monoxide. How about that? Like all this crap everywhere, dirt. No, it stinks when I get in there. I have to say that. I miss having my own new clean transportation or being able to rent one. A good rent a car is something I really appreciate. So, all right. And then we're going to group some sponsors in this video here. So I guess we can go with, I'm just going to go with random topics. These are stubs here for the future. Thanks to our 10 sponsors today. Let's go with famous singers like Billy Joel, Elton John. We could go with a Vietnamese singer, Linda Trang Dai, Lubick, and Yu Quyen. And I'm trying to be more like what's an African singer? Like Bob Marley, but he was like from the Caribbean. God help me. I got no African leaders like Nelson Mandela. We're gonna say he's a singer. I'm sure he's sung. Obama's father, Barack Obama Sr. Let's see. Who else is a famous? NSYNC. You guys from NSYNC. They did an awesome job on "Don't Forget the Lyrics." I watched an episode of that. That was really cool. Who else? The guys from Sugar Ray. Bare Naked Ladies, which I really like their song "If I Had $1,000,000." And then what's like a hard rock group like Hinder or Tinder? What is that like? What's that band like? This is how you remind me of what I really am. Like those hard rock, solid bands that just like hit it every time. I love that music. I wish I had listened to more of that. I knew how to play the notes. I'm still learning how to play songs, people. I'm doing it on my smartphone. the one smartphone that only works right. So unlimited battery supplies. This battery doesn't last long at all. Even when I first bought it on the first day and out of box, it wasn't. I wish I had gotten the good luck of having more funding and getting a second battery, or knowing how to, or getting the money and the knowledge too on how to like wire this to a car battery and run it all day. So okay, if that 10, I should number the sponsors, but I guess I'll just throw in two more because I'm kind of estimating. I'm not really counting in my head. Um, Britney Spears. So, which probably could sing any song. I'd like to hear her sing another song. I'm always just stuck in that one, pop songs that I remember first hearing her sing. And who else? Like Shakira, how about that? Somebody from South America. And Jackie Chan's son. That's a unique one, which I heard he's a singer. So I have never heard him sing the entire song yet, but I would love to hear it, especially in person. So that's our sponsors for the day. So thanks to those people for your at least $1, at least. Okay, just $1 donation. I won't be greedy. For next 1,000 years. That's all. That's less than a cent per a year. That's like less than 100th of a cent per day. I don't know how to make it any cheaper than that. I can go for 1,000,000 years too if you want that. We can do it. All right. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you on the next episode. And remember, try to sing 20 seconds of a unique part of a song in your theme song. I think you guys like it. I know I'm not the first one to have that idea, but I hope you guys are the first ones to use it. Bye, everyone.